Good evening everybody and welcome to Bear Beer Reviews. For tonight's review we've got a beer that hopefully I'll be trying hopefully from the brewery when I go to San Diego later this year. And this is Port Brewing Company's Wipeout IPA. Now I have had this previously a while back. I think I had it when I was in New York, but I'm not sure whether or not I did a review, proper one of it, and I can't find it in my kind of archives of reviews, so we're going to go for it anyway. They're from San Marcos, which is just kind of slightly north of San Diego, and they are well known. They've got their Port Brewing Company is actually two parts. There's Port Brewing Company and there's also Lost Abbey, both of which I imagine you've probably heard of. Lost Abbey for doing kind of saisons, sours, barrel aged bits and bobs, and Port for doing particularly IPAs. This Wipeout IPA is quite well known. So yeah, I'm quite interested to try it. I can't remember if I've had it before, and I think I have maybe at one point, but I'm not too sure. So pour it on now. It's got a good bit of spritz to it, that's for sure. Nice, just about a couple of fingers head on the top. It's got a nice bit of fine carbonation getting larger and bubbles towards the top. A nice hazy apricot colour in the bowl. They say our version of a West Coast India Pale Ale brewed in the San Diego style. This massively hoppy beer gets its flavour and attitude from no less than 5 hop varieties: Amarillo, Cascade, Centennial, Simcoe and Summit. So let's see if we can get any of those on the nose. Just give it a good smell. It's got like a peaches and cream smell to it. Bit of mango in there as well. And a lot of grapefruit, to be honest. It's got a nice classic aroma to it. And what I will say is this bottle is not exactly the freshest. It is 4 months old, I believe, when I had a look at it. So it's not at its best. I know it sounds daft, 4 months, but it's still got a good aroma. It still pongs off the top of the nose. Jumps out at you, really. It's got a really sweet aroma to it. Peaches and cream is the first thing I thought of, and that's what I'll probably stick with. Doesn't smell as... It's not got particularly any piney notes in it, it's just quite a sweet, hoppy aroma, shall we say. So, cheers everyone, let's get in there and give it a good try. Now this is 7.5%, which is kind of a typical for an American IPA. It's like their ballpark, for their kind of a median figure, I suppose, the one you see most often. But what I will say is it drinks a lot smoother than a 7.5%. You could have told me this was 5, less than that, you know, and I would have definitely believed you. That sweet note I got on the nose is definitely coming through in the palate. It's really, really quite sweet, actually. You get a real caramel flavour, and almost glucosey, sugary note all the way through the beer. I'm not a humongous fan of very sweet beers, to be honest. Unless it's, I don't know, that's certain circumstances it works well, but in an IPA I expect there to be a level of dryness. This one's got a real sweet note moving all the way through. So the sweet malt and the caramel, and it kind of transforms into those peaches and cream flavours. A bit of juicy sweet orange, mango perhaps, something like that. Those sweeter, fruity, maybe bordering tropical fruit notes. But you get this entire sweetness all across the palate, and it's a little bit cloying, and then it just goes dry towards the end. It takes a little while for those sugars to kind of go away, and it gets really quite dry and bitter towards the back of the palate. As you can probably tell, I'm not humongously enamoured with it. There's nothing particularly bad about it, but it's not as yeah, it's just a little bit sweet and cloying when it should be quite refreshing, a little bit drier, a little bit drinkable. There's a decent flavours of hops in there coming through, but nothing's really particularly singing out. It's not like a big juicy juice bomb IPA, nor is it kind of a really bitter and aggressive IPA. It's just that sweetness, it's that malt sweetness just detracting from it. It's playing too much of a role in the beer, not letting the hops sing through. It's taken away from what's in the glass. Let's see what the body's like. It's nice and medium body. It's a good amount of spritz. Nothing wrong in that too. But yeah, I'm probably going to give this. Would I have another? Yeah, I probably would. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. pretty good. Would have another drink, but yeah, just the sweetness is a little bit unusual. I definitely have a few, maybe. I'll try it again if I see it again. Could be the age, although I'm not, I would doubt it. But there's just too much malt presence in it for me. Other people might enjoy it because it's a little bit more balanced, I suppose. Although an IPA, in my opinion, in the style shouldn't be balanced. It should be quite hop forward. Nothing bad, but just not the most impressive one I've had. And you know, it's a saturated market. Is America? San Diego in particular is a very saturated market when it comes to that's the home of the IPA. And just not the best one I've had. So please like, favourite, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think you've had this. And in particular, because I'm going to San Diego, what would you recommend when I'm out there? I've had the ballast points before and stuff like that, but I'm more than willing to go places and try different things. Loads of breweries, and I could do with some good directions, really. So thank you for watching, everyone. Until the next Bear Beer Reviews. Cheers.